Right? And come on, no Baba Bidi. Hey, breaking news, fresh. It happened on Wednesday. It happened on 18th of February 2026. And Assembly C. Is he were him for Assembly C ever Belgium? What is the matter? Allegedly, Super OD Gabby Otchere Darko transferred money from Accra, Ghana. People are one more transfer, no money a year transfer, money transfer, no a copy of Belgium. ISS can be better UK. Allegedly, no Sikana kwa could do Belgium. How they will transfer the money from Belgium, Europe to United Kingdom, no, has become a problem. Very simple. Let me break it down for you. United Kingdom is no more part of the European Union. Brexit. It's free. They are not part of a Europe. If they were part of Europe, it would have made things easier. But they are no more part. In Tisikana kwa could do Belgium, and we are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, a kwanya omefaso asikane baba do UK no. Adane problem. Allegedly. So, the authorities in Belgium say Gabby Otchere Darko Super OD allegedly omra no mamba chere sikanwa what transfer ababe do Belgium no. It's not meant to do anything of legal activities and money laundering. This is the news. Very big, huge news. You see, under Akufo-Addo, they were using some special vehicle to siphon money from Ghana. Many of you are follow me. I have said this on radio. That under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Bosumi Bia from 2017 August, now almost transfer £1 million at the UK kroma. Now ebe top obi accounting. At the appropriate time, I will mention the person's name. Now, that special vehicle, no, and na omonam swa, omodi yede, omodi fesikano. Etimini wuka say die Belgium a block isikano. Say yen hwema transfer ne nkoso enkonkoto UK accounting. So allegedly Sikano belongs to Gabby Otchere Darko. Me no wuka say die. Wednesday 18th Assembly C Enra Gabby F phone friend and Nanfufu be a Ghana. Of course, he was Ghana's most powerful being, according to today's foreign affairs minister, Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. He told us how powerful Gabby was under Akufo-Addo's regime. They used to call him God, God. I don't know whether if it is the smaller God or whatever. I don't know. But he was nicknamed the prime minister, nicknamed God. Maybe G with a small letter. Many woka say, "Wo friend and Nanfufu ni bi say ahochere aba." You have heard it in the news already. The radio station, what Cape Coast, will lay off some workers till further notice. Sikeniwa or the betua workers 1 year pay. What happened? How come? Say all of a sudden a business end to mean function just less than a year and a party free abem. What is the reason? Where was he getting the source of funding? Anyway, that one I will leave it to unknown in the board. But you see, let me break certain things down to you so that it will make more sense to your hearing. Anyway, you remember a year PDS. Ghana for ye catch them say the family of Gabby Otchere Darko in the Busianfo. Na omo fa kwan boni bi so agi a year ECG aboso. In fact, they created a vehicle omo 2D PDS. Now, even omo create a friend is saying WhatsApp platform omo 2D the rumble in the jungle. What happened? The Yakoba and say that rumble in the jungle, no. Gabby Otchere Darko and the now phone were heard on tape discussing about percentage. It is there. Munim. Now, omo collect Ghana for ECG for sika. Mako 6 months. Tiemiye. For 6 good months. Sa sikano anko Ghana confessing. Nefahe. You remember, say, Finance Minister Bekache, so they were transferring some money from a certain account to another account. Na sikanaira. Eye keno furiata. Sa sikano ewe. Yanko yenim kakra na menkai wo adie bi because PDS in 2019 is here. Mama menkai wo eye the story a Japa royalties. Mubekai 2020. Some Mubekaya omu flow 2 shares in a company called a Japa Royalties Limited on the London Stock Exchange stock exchange. Mubekai said the deal was meant to what? Make sure say a friend say oh my Ghana, ye goodie ye good no. Womo benya womo percentage wom. Afebo till thy kingdom come. Now, ma memfa wom free ho. Na memfa wom bra the PDS. How government in 2019 was forced to terminate a friend say the agreement with Power Distribution Services Ghana Limited with the reason that there were challenges with the financial guarantee provided for the deal. This show is a fact-finding show. In Tuba, Nameka, you can go and research. Do not be a political slave. Don't put on your political thinking ability. If not, you'll be blinded. And says, I have to defend Gabby. No, we are here for Ghana, not Gabby. Gabby is a Ghanaian. I'm also a Ghanaian. We all pay taxes, so we have to know where your taxes no echo. Now, Mobekai a merry deal. Energy sector transaction led to the dismissal of Otchere Darko as the energy minister in 2018. Samukai. Mo remember, me catch am say 2017 August na busumi biano. Amanfo bi na wo MPP e transfer £1 million e beto account in UK. Is it one of the reasons why in Tia Otchere Darko pamono? Because Otchere Darko was becoming more difficult. Ibusam. Otchere Darko was becoming more difficult and stubborn. In fact, according to a letter written by Ken Oforiatta, he described Otchere Darko as a stubborn man and that he needs to be sacked immediately so that they can make progress with their thievery. That letter was sent from Kenneth Oforiatta to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, you see, 2018, it was just barely a year and they appointed Otchere Darko. In fact, even a year to the extent he said Otchere Darko, before the banking cleanup exercise, disagreed with Akufo-Addo. So they saw Boakye Darko as somebody only woman enye de adwene enko benkrum. So they had to kick him out. So barely a year, a man in position, the pine a year in free war. I'm sure fast forward. Boakye Darko be reveal the reason why in Tia Gabby emeye pamo ni free a year Ministry of Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, and then come on now me de buy no. Me pese di kudienti a me kachire mo UK in 2018 said among the MPP political party no, the current government a friend is saying officials no, majority of them enimum pose ekufu adoni ni nuanom bi billionaires. And I still stand by my word. I still stand by my words. You see, getting to election 2020, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, through the Ghana High Commission, reported me to the British police because I was revealing certain things which to them they didn't like. The British police came to my office for 3 good times. When they were coming, they came with not just one British police car. No. They came like the way Uhuno video should say eyes no. My office was surrounded with armed police officers. What was my crime? I have spoken truth about some dealings of Akufo-Addo. In fact, later on with those deals, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa Ebebo Modianbe throw on the page to confirm what I was talking about. Now, how come, sir, the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, Gabby did not renounce the British citizenship? Adintra. What was the reason? Because he could have gotten a ministerial position easily. Gabby has lived in Ghana for many years. In fact, he was born and bred in UK. He was born at Chelsea Hospital, a very posh area. Oh yes, very posh. How come said that posh boy did not take up any ministerial position or any appointment? It is easy. Let him pretend as if he has no ministerial position, but he will be calling the shot behind the scenes. And that one day, if we are no more in power, we will not have anything about him to hang him or arrest him. So in short, they looted the money through Super OD. And it is very, 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 very sad. Because after all, every person who goes into politics will love also to, be given a ministerial position. Yes. Yeah. You want to be recognized. You want to be, be known out there. But how come Gabby did not take up any ministerial position? Is it because allegedly he was being used by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Ken Ofori-Atta? This is something I just want you to, pay attention to. You remember when, close to election 2024, Gabby came out and said he's not a politician. It dawned on him that yes, their party is going into opposition. In fact, in 2024, January 2024, Gabby was already aware. Yes. He was already aware by the polls, external polls, and also the polls that they conducted through the BNI, National Security Service, National Security, whatever. They told them that if elections was held in January, Bawumia was going to get 35%. Yes. And that is why March, when I got my information from the British Army, after they conducted a thorough poll in Ghana, because I made mention of the first poll that I got on March, and then the second one was in August. And in all, they told me that they gave me the numbers, and I announced it on Rainbow Radio. Oh yes, I announced it on Rainbow Radio. And the numbers that I gave out was the exact figures that John Mahama got, with the point and everything. No wonder John Mahama started getting invited by the British authorities. As I speak to you, Ken Oforiatta has siphoned over billions of dollars. The reason he doesn't want to come. If he come, he will have to show where the monies are. He does not want to come. It is not about the government putting him into prison, but come and show us where these monies are. He does not want. Do you know why? Because some of these monies is being used to sponsor Bawumia. Yes. Some of these monies is being used to sponsor Bawumia. So if he comes and they arrest him, the funding of Bawumia will be very, very difficult. He will get funding, but it will not be as quick and smooth, free flow of cash from Kenneth Kuntum Kununkun Oforiatta. Look, these people have done us huge damage. But today, I wanted to give you the breaking news that Gabby Otchere Darko allegedly is having to deal with money laundering questions in Belgium. Will he go and answer questions and get his monies back? Or he will let the money go down the drain and the pockets of the Belgian people? Alleged. Will he be bold and say that I'm going to collect my money? And now Besha Masikanashi. The Belgian authorities are waiting for him. He needs to show his face and state the reasons and where the money is coming from, how he got the money, and what the money is going to be used for. If he can show, he will get his money back. But if he cannot prove that the money is coming from a genuine source and is meant to do genuine things, then Sikanashi. As my brother in America always says, Sikanashi. And this allegation, Gabby, if he's watching me, knows that this allegation is a big one. Now let me tell you. Wednesday, Thursday, he asked yesterday, he called a friend and begged him for $75,000. Just yesterday. He phoned a friend. That Chale, Maswayashi. Me $75,000. Be the year me 1 or 2 be. I need to go 1 or 2 and do 1 or 2. Is it that he wants to use that money to give to the people to help him get his money back? The team. Yesterday, where he was standing and making the calls and asking and begging the money all. And quickly I came to put it out. When my intel gave me the information about Gabby Otchere Darko, born in Great Britain, schooled here, and later came to Ghana. In fact, there are stories about Gabby, how when he was young, Scotland Yard. He has a case with the Scotland Yard. Anybody who lives in UK knows when we talk about Scotland Yard, it's not about small crime, isn't it? But anyway, that one, we will just let it slide, because once a child, always as a child. But when you grow up, you put away all the childish things, isn't it? But there is a history out there. What was it about? And I know you've heard many of it on social media. Even our brother Listowell has even said it. But I'm not going to go into it too much. Tonight's case that I brought to you, Ghana, is that the Belgium authorities, they have detected money laundering allegedly belonging to Gabby Otchere Darko. You see, let me tell you about the MPP. And let me tell you one thing I have told Ghanaians. I heard yesterday somebody saying that, oh, Dr. Ren, you people saying that you are putting pressure on John Mahama to arrest these people, and that if John Mahama does not arrest these people, I'm not saying that people should leave the NDC, no, and go and support the MPP, no. Likewise, if you think MPP is good for you, I'm not saying you should leave it and come and join NDC, no. But I'm saying that anytime you hear of any organization or political party in Ghana, and that political party, Ofori Atta, JB Dankwa, Ekufu Addo, Buzia Dankwa, these people are members of that political party, it is best that you don't join. Oh yes. Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition was formed because of bitterness against Kwame Nkrumah, the Nzima man. Yes. Just like the way they formed MPP because of Jerry John Rawlings. Oh yes. In 1990, here in London, they sat to what? Find ways and means to overthrow Jerry John Rawlings. In fact, if I'm to take you back to the days of General Kutu Echampo, when Otumfuo himself spoke in public, not private, public, so I can refer to him, His Royal Majesty, Nana Otumfuo, na say tutu. He said, "Enya wo nana mene wo, ene nyantechi, anana Echampo tata yen." One of the things is that Ghanaians have not gotten the opportunity to ask Otumfuo what were they doing for Kutu Echampo. You see, Ekufu Addo and Rawlings were friends. You want me to shock you, innit? Before Rawlings became president, yes, the fight against Kutu Echampo, Nana Echampo's uncle, the musician, his uncle is Kutu Echampo. Kutu Echampo's wife is still alive. She is not dead. Guess what? 1990, Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufu Addo was not happy with Jerry John Rawlings. They formed the MPP because of Jerry John Rawlings. Now let me take you back a little bit down memory lane. When Nkrumah was overthrown, you would expect that the UP tradition would add, as at the Saddle College we say, others have labored and we share their glory. Ours is to do exploit and add, not subtract, add to the gains. So my senior, Kojo Dazi, whose uncle was once upon a time Ghana's chief of staff, is watching me from the United States of America. We say we add to the story, we don't subtract. So how come when UP tradition took over, they started subtracting and destroying whatever Nkrumah built? Why? It was because they don't have the brains and the vision to build. But they have the azanlogy, the wagadre spirit to steal and destroy. Because all of their political parties or organizations or whatever they have formed is always based on bitterness against someone. When it came to Nkrumah's time, it was bitterness against Kwame Nkrumah. The two political parties that was formed in Ghana were formed by Nzimes. The first one, UGCC, the first Ghana political party, by Alfred Park Grant from what? Axim, my maternal side. In fact, the CPP was formed by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, another Nzima. Now let's learn something here. If you give the MPP 1 million years to lead Ghana, they will lead us into temptation. They will never deliver us from the troubles and poverty, from the shame and disgrace that our forefathers went through, because they have nothing good to offer the nation Ghana. I repeat, they have nothing good to offer the nation Ghana. Check anytime they are in power. They always go after people's properties. 1966, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's parents went after people who were rich in Ghana. I keep saying, the house in Nima, where Akufo-Addo grew up, that home does not belong to his father. In fact, it belongs to one Nigerian rich man who was a businessman in Ghana. And when a change of government came, they brought something called property owning democracy. They said the aliens must go. So they went after people who were prosperous, took over their properties, and made it as if those properties were theirs. These are the thieves. These are the thieves. So when I'm speaking to Ghana, I don't speak to Ghanaians because of today. When people leave a legacy, you come and add, you don't subtract. But MPP will always find means to subtract. Nkrumah built Tema oil refinery. When they came, they shut the oil refinery, supported Sentio something, and left Tor to rot. Let me tell you something. I know NDC will face some challenges. Oh yes. Because we are undertaking a journey. I wrote a poem when I remember I think I was either 10 years old or 11 years old. And the poem was entitled, "We Are Undertaking a Journey."